Day 1 is complete. We go again. I've ticked off everything on the list today. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go again. I'm not feeling down on myself anymore. You know what? I've still had 6 really good days. Like, nobody can take that away from me. So I've still had 6 good days. It just means I didn't complete the challenge. But I'm raring to go. I've now completed day 1 all over again. So let's go day 2. My rest day, and then I decided about 20 minutes ago that tomorrow was going to be my rest day instead, because tomorrow's schedule was looking a little bit hectic and I didn't think I was going to fit the gym in. So now I'm having to train on an evening, which is my worst nightmare. I much prefer to go to the gym on a morning, like 6, 7 a.m, 8 a.m. I'm happy. It's now 6 p.m. Lord knows I do not want to go to this gym. I do not want to do this gym class, but I'm going to get it done. I'm going to take myself to the gym and I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to come home and clean this kitchen because it's an absolute mess. But honestly, wish me luck. I hate training on an evening. I just feel like I've used up all my energy and I always end up way hungrier on a nighttime. I really want to eat loads when I come home if I train on an evening, whereas on a morning, I just have my breakfast and everything's normal. So I don't want to do it, but I'm doing it. We're getting it in. We're getting it in. Let's go. It's day 4 again, and I thought we could do a little what I eat in a day today. I'm going to take you through everything that I eat today. I haven't planned out my meals as such. I do always plan my meals on a Sunday so that I can do the food shop. So I kind of plan what I'm going to have for the week so I can do the food shop and make sure I don't buy too much or waste any food. But I don't plan out what I'm going to have each specific day. I just know I'm going to have it throughout the week, if that makes sense. So I thought we could do a little what I eat in the day, what I eat in a day today, and I'll just pick the camera up every single time I'm going to eat something, obviously. So 4 out of 5 days of the weekdays, I actually train in the gym on a morning. So I've just got back from the gym. So when I've got back from the gym, I do always like to have a really big breakfast. I kind of have started tailing my meals throughout the day and having like big breakfast, big lunch, and then a smaller dinner, just because obviously on an evening, I'm just sitting down, I'm not exercising, I'm not burning anything off. So I have been trying to eat all of my carbs kind of for breakfast and lunch, and then none for dinner. Whether that makes a difference or not, I don't know, but that is what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks anyways. So breakfast time right now, and I am starving. This is the meal that I look forward to the most. Like if I could have this meal for breakfast, lunch and dinner every day for eternity, I think that I would. You already know it's going to be my favourite protein oats. Already know it's going to be the protein oats. I genuinely don't know how people don't like protein oats. I was talking to a girl in the gym a couple of days ago and she was like, oh, I don't like oats. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you actually mean? Because I am obsessed with my morning oats. Like, I live for them. I really do. I always used to use plain either rolled oats or porridge oats, and then I put some almond milk on there. I don't weigh out my food. Like, I can get stupid obsessive if I start weighing out food, so I just don't. I just kind of eyeball it, and I have as much as you go once. I'm just going to tilt these blinds a little bit because I feel like it's a little bit bright. Is that even worse? I've just closed the blinds entirely because I feel like the light was just shining on me and you couldn't see anything. I've probably just made it even like way too dark, but whatever. While my oats are in the microwave, I'm just going to fill up my flask with juice. So I've already drank one of these at the gym. There's like one sip left in here. So I've already got 800 millilitres of water in. It's 800 millilitres? Yes. So I'm going to fill this up again while my breakfast is cooking, and then I'll drink this throughout the day. Probably I'll have finished it by like early afternoon. I'm kind of having 3 of these a day at the minute. I did only set out to have 2.5 as per my 75 medium schedule, but I've been drinking probably about 3. So extra little bit of water won't do me any harm, but I do have to have squash. I never really used to drink squash growing up, and then I feel like I've discovered it in the last year, and I'm obsessed. Like, I'm squash obsessed. I kind of can't really drink water anymore, which is not really a good thing, but I used to just drink plain water, but since I've started just putting squash in, I drink so much more water. So that is just a little top tip. Obviously get like a sugar-free one, but just add a little bit of squash in. It just spices up your life a little bit. Oats are done. That's kind of the consistency. You want them like a little bit wet, but not too wet. This is the protein I've been using at the moment. This is the Impact Vegan Protein in chocolate salted caramel flavour. I do also have whey protein every now and again, but I've just found that whey protein doesn't really agree with my stomach too much. It kind of gives me a lot of bloating and it just doesn't really agree with me. I found that this vegan protein is a lot easier on my tummy. So I just do 1 scoop of that, which is just over 20 grams. Consistency of the vegan protein does take a little bit of getting used to. It's quite a lot more powdery than normal protein. So when I first started having it, I didn't really like it that much. It tasted quite powdery and it tasted quite artificial. But the more you get used to it and the more you kind of learn how to make your oats with it, if that makes sense, then it's just as good. Like, it's super tasty. And the chocolate salted caramel one is a really good flavour. Chocolate is not usually like my go-to. I'm usually more of like a vanilla or a caramel kind of girl. I'm not really usually very chocolatey, but I do really like this one. I would like to try some of the other flavours. So I think when this one runs out, I'm gonna trial some new flavours. So this is the consistency that I like. Kind of thick, but also not like wallpaper paste. Like thick, but also still a little bit sloppy. And then I always top it with some fruit. Usually I do blueberries, raspberries, or bananas. I don't have any raspberries, so I'm gonna do blueberries and a banana. I might just do half a banana, we'll see. I'm just gonna pop some blueberries in, and then I'm gonna chop up a little bit of this banana. I do usually really like it with raspberries. Raspberries is my favorite because the chocolate protein powder and the raspberries mixed together is delicious, but I don't have any. Just add the banana on. Honestly, I look forward to this every morning. I don't understand how people don't like this. And then I do a mixture of some chia seeds and some flax seeds. These are really high in fibre, so they're going to keep me full. And they have all the good stuff in, omega-3s, supports the maintenance of normal blood cholesterol, part of a healthy balanced diet, blah blah blah. I don't know, they're super good for me. So I whack them on, and I actually really like the taste of flax seeds the most. Like flax seeds melted in with the protein oats is delicious. And then I top it off with some honey always, because I just need a little bit of extra sweetness. I probably use way too much honey. I should probably cut back on how much honey I have, because then I have it a lot of the time on my avocado toast and then on salmon if I have dinner. So I probably need to cut back on my honey. But anyways, this is my variation of my morning protein oats. It pretty much always looks like this, except for sometimes I mix up the fruit. But honestly, this is heaven to me, like absolute heaven. I really just could not understand how someone would not like that. So then I kind of mix it all in so it doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing as soon as I start to eat it, because I like to get a bit of everything, you know. I like to mix it all in, but that texture, that consistency for me is just perfect. So let's do a bit of oats, a bit of berry, a bit of banana, a bit of seeds. Cheers. Honestly, if you don't get how people don't like protein oats. Wow, 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 wow. And this has got about 35 grams of protein in it. And as long as I try and hit 30 grams in my lunch and my dinner, I'm good for the day to do my challenge. So for me, having a high protein breakfast is super important, because if I don't have a high protein breakfast, I'm already on the back foot for the rest of the day. So this, having 30 grams and also tasting bloody delicious. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy bloody Wednesday. It's lunchtime now, so I'm just about to make myself some lunch. Hazard a guess. I've just popped a piece of Jason's sourdough bread in the toaster. This isn't the one that I usually get. I have had to get the white one the last couple of weeks, but usually I get the green one, which is the wholemeal or whole grain. But my Tesco has been out of the whole grain one for, honestly, probably about a month. And actually, when you look at all of the nutritional information, the white one is the next best one. I figured that like the molten grains or the sprouted seeds or whatever it's called would be the next best one after the wholemeal. But apparently, the white one is actually the best. So that's the one I've been getting at the minute, because I can't get anything else. I've just put one of those in the toaster, and then I've actually emptied a tin of tuna into a bowl already. This is actually 2 tins of tuna, because I'm going to make Zach's lunch. I'm going to make him the same thing, but I'm going to have a whole tin of tuna to myself, which I would usually in the past have never have done. Just going to flip this toast. I usually in the past would have probably always had like half a tin of tuna, and to be honest, I would have never had tuna in the first place because I don't really like it. But a whole tin of tuna has 25 grams of protein, and then a slice of this bread has 5 grams of protein. So this is going to be a nice 30 gram of protein lunch. I would also usually mix in some low-fat mayo with this, but I've just looked in the cupboard and we don't have any. So what I'm going to do is going to mix in some light soy sauce. I don't really know what this is going to be like, but I'm going to make kind of like some kind of soy sushi situation. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be nice, but usually tuna and soy sauce in sushi is nice. So let's see what this does. I mean, I really have no idea. A little bit of black pepper in there as well, just to give it a little bit of something. Not really a big tuna fan. Like sometimes I get the ick a little bit with it when I look at it and the texture of it, but I need to get the protein in, so soy black pepper tuna it is. Tip with your Jason sourdough bread, toast it twice. If you're not toasting it twice, you're going wrong. It goes extra nice and crispy and crunchy when it's toasted twice. And to be honest, all I'm going to do is take my piece of sourdough and put my tuna on it. Like, it's really as simple as that. It's not going to be anything fancy. I'm just going to scoop about half of this mixture onto there and hope for the best, to be honest. It looks about half. Sprinkle of sesame seeds just to... And that is literally all I'm going to have for my lunch. I mean, whether this is going to taste good or not, I do not know. Let's do a taste test. I mean, it looks a little bit dry. I don't know if I should add some extra like hot sauce on the top. It's pretty good. Soy with the tuna actually works quite well. Kind of tastes a little bit like sushi, but not really. It's going to be my 30 gram of protein lunch. I mean, I've got no idea how many calories are in this. I'm not really tracking calories. I'm just tracking protein, but 30 grams of protein. I'm gonna go have my tuna toast. Me again, snack time. I feel like this video so far, this day has just been me in this position, in this outfit, but this is the reality of my day to day, and I'm gonna have a little snack. I'm not necessarily super hungry, but I need to get a little bit more protein in before dinner, and I've probably got about 3 hours before dinner, so I think in the next hour or so I will get quite hungry. So I'm gonna have a snack now so I can like space it well in between lunch and dinner, if that makes sense. I'm gonna have some granola. I've been trying out this new granola from Lizzie's. It's meant to be like a really healthy, like low sugar, low fat granola. I mean, I don't really know. I don't think any granola is good for you really, but apparently this is the best one. So this is the granola. So in a portion of this, I'm gonna get 7 grams of protein and only 1 gram of sugar. I mean, there is loads of carbs, but we're gonna ignore that. Again, I'm not gonna measure it because if I was to measure this, I think 1 portion would probably be about 8 seeds, and nobody has time for actual cereal portions because actual cereal portions are about 6 Cocoa Pops. So I'm just gonna pour in what I wanna eat. And then for the milk, I don't necessarily need any more protein today, but it just makes the granola taste a lot sweeter. So I'm gonna add in a tiny little bit of this vanilla whey protein. I'm not going to do like a full scoop, but I'm just going to pour my milk into a shaker and I'm going to add in just a tiny little bit, and it basically just makes it taste like vanilla milk. Kind of just makes it taste like a vanilla milkshake, which obviously who doesn't want a vanilla milkshake as a snack? So it smells so good. This protein powder smells delicious. This one's Zach's. I don't really usually have this one, but I am today. Give it a shakeroo. And then I just pour the protein shake onto the granola. Obviously that is a top tip if you need more protein in that day. Make a protein shake for your cereal, but I just do it just so that it tastes delicious. This is going to be my mid-afternoon snack, a vanilla granola bowl. This granola is honestly really good. It's obviously super healthy, but as soon as you add the vanilla protein powder in, tastes really sweet and really delicious. Me again, in literally the exact same spot I've been in and the exact same outfit I've been in all day, but this is just the reality of it. I'm sorry if this part is a little bit samey, but the reality is I got dressed this morning, I haven't got changed, I've been in my house all day, and I eat my food in my kitchen in the same place every day. So I'm going to show you what we're having for dinner tonight. It's just about ready. It's hot. She's a health queen. We're gonna just have some fish and some veggies, which is super boring, but you know, this is the reality of it. Like, it's like a Wednesday. Is it a Wednesday? It's like a Wednesday night. Like, I'm not about to be having anything super fancy and exciting. I usually just have some veggies and some fish and meat. This is tonight's dinner. This is what we're having. You are probably thinking, girl, what is that? It does look a little bit boring, but it's just a piece of cod and some vegetables. I've just seasoned some cod with some paprika and some hot sauce, and then these are Mediterranean roasted vegetables. I've just put on some olive oil, some oregano, black pepper, etc. I will add some sauce because I know this is looking a little bit dry. I probably will just be super basic and add like ketchup or mayonnaise to it. Is that absolutely criminal? I think it is, but this is as exciting as it gets. Is it nice?
Mm-hmm. It's lovely.
It's a bit boring.
Nice.
It's nice. It's okay, a bit boring. And just like that, day 4 is complete. Hello, it is a couple of days later now, and so far so good. I'm actually doing really well, and I'm not even really struggling that much. How many steps am I on for today? Oh my god, I'm on 10,200 steps. So completed it for today. I'm actually doing really well, and I'm really proud of myself. But the reason that I wanted to jump on is this one is for the gym girlies. As you know, I have really found my groove with the gym this year, and nothing gets me more motivated than a new gym set. Like, nothing actually gets me in the gym and makes me work harder than feeling like I look nice. Like, if I look nice and I feel nice, I feel like I do train harder. So on that note, I wanted to show you some new sets that I picked up from WISKII. These sets were very kindly gifted to me from WISKII, but I did pick them myself. So I've picked things that hopefully I know I'm going to love and I'm going to get loads and loads of wear out of. So I wanted to show you the few new sets that I've picked up from there. I have actually got a few sets from there already and I love them and I wear them all the time and I just think they are top tier quality. They make you snatched. I think I got 3 sets. I can't actually remember. I think I got 3. First one, I actually only got a top. I remember now. I already have these bottoms, so I already have these leggings, and I wanted to get a little top to match. So this is the little crop top in the shade Matcha. I'm sorry, is that not the cutest name you've ever heard in your entire life? The shade Matcha. Obsessed with her, and like I said, I've already got the leggings, so I can pair that up quite nicely and make myself a cute little outfit with that. I like how they come in these little bags as well. These are always so handy for travel. I picked up, I think this is the same top but in the black version. I didn't get any bottoms to match this just because I have so many obviously just plain black bottoms already and I thought this will just go with any black bottoms that I already own. So I just got the same top in the black version. And then, so they were like 2 random pieces and then I got 2 sets. I remember now what I got. So I picked up this set for Pilates. So I picked up these black high-waisted flare leg bottoms. I love how they have all the gold detailing on the back. I think the gold detailing is such a nice touch. And I picked up the long sleeve top to match that, which again I think is such a nice touch. I don't have any long sleeve tops for Pilates and obviously you don't get super sweaty, so you would be good with a long sleeve. So this is just like a little wrap over long sleeve crop top and it has the thumb holes, which you know I am a huge fan of a thumb hole. I think it just elevates an outfit. And you've got that little gold detail on the back again. And then this last set that I picked up is actually more of like a lounge set, which I thought was super fun. I seen this on the model and I thought she looked absolutely unreal. And I thought it'd be really nice for travel or just like lounging around the house. So it's more like a knitwear. So this is like a little knitwear zip through cropped jacket. And then I've got the matching bottoms, which if I remember rightly, these are wide leg. Yeah, so these are like a high-waisted wide leg bottom and these feel really nice and heavy. Really nice and heavy, so I think these are going to be really nice on. I'm going to try everything on because I'm super excited and I want to see how it all fits, and I will leave everything linked down below as well in case you want to check any of these pieces out and get yourself some new gym sets, because like I said, nothing gets me more motivated than a new gym set. Okay, slay, like big slay. This is so comfortable and it's definitely given me airport outfit. Like if I was to be on a plane in this for 8 hours, I'm gonna be comfy. Like I'm gonna be so comfy, and it looks cute as well. Like it looks really put together, and like I've styled something when I really haven't. Like I've just shoved this little cord on. I think it looks really expensive. I think it looks really classy, and I think it's a huge vibe. Like I'm so pleased that I picked this. I really don't have a lot of loungewear sets like this, so I'm really pleased that I managed to find this one. And the quality feels so nice. Like it's so thick. I'm honestly, genuinely so impressed by this. It's like a glove as well. I got it in a size small. They don't actually do a size extra small, which I thought was going to be a bit of a problem for me. I thought this was going to be a bit too big, but it fits really nice. It fits probably like an extra small, I would say. I love this. Sorry. I think it looks hella cute. I'm obsessed. This colour is everything. I'm obsessed with it. The fact it's called matcha green, honestly, is just sending me. I think the only thing about this colour is I need to tan. Like I need some sun or I need some fake tan because it just makes me look so pale. It kind of blends in with the colour of my skin. So I really need to get a tan to wear this one. But I really love the fit of this top. I probably won't wear this now just because it's a little bit cold. But as it starts to get into the warmer months, I would definitely wear this for the gym in the summer. A little bit of a brighter colour, a little bit of a more kind of less covered in top just as it's a little bit warmer. But the colour's everything. The second I get a tan, you best believe I'm going to be out spotting this matcha. Like, hello. This Pilates one is so flattering. I feel like it just cinches you in all the right places. It's got the thumb holes, which we know that I love. I feel like this section is just really flattering. I will say that the bottoms of the flares are definitely a lot tighter than the like normal style gym leggings. So like those green ones were a lot more stretchy than the flares were, so just bear that in mind with the sizing. If you feel like you're in between sizes, maybe with the flares, do consider sizing up. They still fit, and I'm sure once I stretch them in and give them a little run around, then they'll be absolutely fine, but they're definitely tighter than the other ones were. But I'm obsessed. Like, look at that gold on the back as well. Like, I really love that little gold lettering. I think it just adds that extra little detail to it. And if you were to turn up for your Pilates class in this, I feel like you'd be the best dressed in the room. They've got flares in the bottom of the trousers as well, so that it's easy to still work out with them. Like, they're not super restrictive, like they just flow wherever your feet goes. I might have to get this in every colour. Every single colour. I've just left the same leggings on and put this little black top on. I didn't actually realise it is slightly different to the green one. So the green one is ever so slightly different. This one's kind of got like the cross twist at the front, whereas this one doesn't. This one is just kind of plain scoop at the front, but the back I think is pretty much exactly the same. Again, you've still got that keyhole, you've got that little gold whiskey detail. I love it. I would definitely wear this with the flares and also just with plain black gym leggings as well. So you could do a little bit of both and you've got like a few outfits to mix and match with. I'm so impressed with this brand. Like I said, I've got a few pieces from there already. So this is probably like my 6th or 7th like set outfit that I've got from there now. And every single time I wear them, I always get compliments on them. So definitely check it out. I am going to take this off, put my pyjamas on and get ready for bed, I think. I did it. That is day 8 complete. I'm so happy. I keep getting all the days confused because I didn't start on a Monday. It's really thrown me off. I started on a Sunday. So when I think I should be on day 7, I'm actually on day 8. So I keep getting myself really confused because my brain just works Monday to Sunday. So I'm actually on day 8 today. And honestly, just a quick little weekly roundup, right? I've really enjoyed this week. I'd say the main things that I've struggled with is definitely my protein. Hasn't been something I've struggled with. I've managed to do it every day, but it's something I actively have to think about. It's not something that I'm just in a routine of doing yet. Like, I have to add it up after every meal, and I've had to definitely switch meals where I've wanted to have something and I haven't been able to have it because I have wanted to have my avocado, tomato, sourdough every single day, but because there's about 8 grams of protein in it, I can't. I'm like, it's such a waste of a meal because it's just got no protein in it, and then I would have to eat a whole extra meal. So that is one I've definitely had to really be on it with. My steps is something I've had to really be on it with. Some days it's really easy and some days it's really hard. Like, some days I'll get to like 6 p.m. and I'll be on like 5,000 steps and I'm like, I have to go find another 5,000 steps this evening now, which is quite a lot. Like, that is quite a lot of steps. Other things I've generally found quite easy, like keeping on top of my water, making sure that I'm reading before bed, making sure that I'm not going on my phone before bed. That's generally been quite easy. There was one night where I forgot about my phone rule and I went on my phone, and then I just stayed up an extra 30 minutes to make sure that I had no screen time before bed. Like, I went on my phone when I shouldn't have went on my phone, and then I realised, and then I was really disappointed, and I thought, I'm not breaking it, I'm not doing it. So I read an extra 30 minutes of my book to make sure that I still hit that one. So far, still really enjoying it and really proud of myself. And I'm also really happy I started again. I feel like I wouldn't have been true to myself and the type of person that I am. Like, I really want to do this and do it right. So I'm really happy that I made the decision to start again, because I feel like now I've done it. Like, I've done a full week plus a day. So day 8 complete. Let's go again tomorrow. Fresh start, fresh Monday for day 9. I'm just looking at that wall. It's getting less and less post-its on it every single day, which is so exciting. And to be honest, obviously I want to complete the 75 days, but these are all very good habits to have anyways. So even once the 75 days is complete, it's not to say I'm not going to continue trying to do steps, continue trying to track my protein, like continue going to the gym 5 times a week. Like, I'm probably going to continue doing these things anyways. It's just more so the mentality of like ticking off a day and knowing that I've like took my post-it off the wall makes me feel really good. So On that note, I'm gonna sign off this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you've tuned in for this weekly diaries, there will be another one coming. I will pick up the vlog camera and start vlogging again, absolutely. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all in next week's vlog. And if you're doing 75 medium, comment down below, let me know how you're doing, and also please subscribe. While you're here, if you're not subscribed, please go and subscribe, because so many of you watch these videos and then don't subscribe, and I would really, really, really love you forever, because it takes you 1 second and it probably doesn't affect your life in any way, shape or form, but it makes me a very, very, very happy girly. So thank you very much, and I will see you all in the next vlog. Bye.